Hello there guys, welcome. Life's a Game back yet again to yet another magnificent video guys. This time live stream number 69, exotic gifts from randoms. I gotta say I've been totally topside guys. I've been topside for a while via Arc Raiders. I haven't played Division 2 like nearly a month. I have not touched back down on this game or anything like that in a month. So it's great to be back into it guys. It's always good. Like I said, we might be out for a moment but we always come back. Train never stops guys, it never stops. I do enjoy this game. And coming back to the Division 2 guys, one thing that I definitely did realize is just the smoothness of the game. As you see me punch there not too long ago, I kept pressing the right stick down instead of the left stick because in Arc Raiders, that's the one to swap shoulders. That's when I kind of figured it out, as you've seen just there. I was like, okay, it's a left stick in this game. So it took me like a little time guys, which is crazy. I've never had that issue with the Division because I've always been on it, but just playing another game, it can actually do that to you. But for the most part guys, my first game after like literally, I was going to say months, but weeks, nearly like a month. I did 3 weeks plus, or like nearly about a month. I'd say a month. We're jumping fresh into Legendary, guys. I didn't do any warm-up, anything. This was my very first mission. So I guess you guys shall see how we play. We had some great teammates here, though. Totally not going to lie. This was like a later one, so we had some great teammates here for the exotic District Union Arena. We're gonna go ahead and get into them guys, but I just want to kind of say that for those of you that are watching right now and I haven't been on the Division, it totally doesn't mean that I'm done with the Division guys. I will never be done with the Division. This is my main bread and butter game. It's my favorite game, despite Arc Raiders doing what it's doing. Arc Raiders is just as of right now currently the closest thing you'll see or get to Division 3. That's literally what it is. That's like the closest thing you're going to get to Division 3 is Arc Raiders right now, and that game is not bad at all, not half bad at all guys. Not half bad at all. Like it's a really good game for those of you that totally haven't tried it out. You need to try that out. I understand the PvP aspect, but you need to try it out. Just kind of think of it as like a Division game, like with like you being in the squad, but the only thing is you can travel around like how you travel around free roam. There could be PvP, so you can come across another like group of 4 that can PvP you while you're with your other team doing free roam. That's kind of just how how it is. Like, that's kind of the vibe. That's the vibe. That's the best way for me to describe it, considering just how I totally feel as I've been playing it. That's just the way to describe it. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you might want to give Arc Raiders a chance. Its fluidity is not as fluid as this, obviously, but Division 2 wins easy. Like, the Division, when it comes to third-person shooting and all that, like, this game's king, like, easily. And Division 2 is still my bread and butter, guys. The Division is still my bread and butter. I might not be doing games on it like that, but as far as, playing it, talent-wise and just having fun and just being my main game, it's this one for sure, guys. And that's not looking to change anytime soon, from what I'm seeing. Just more hype with it as the Division 3 gets closer to release and we start getting more information on that. And also more key updates on the Division 2. The Survivor's difficulties coming out and there's more key updates. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that these devs are going to have like a surprise as far as a new raid, a new legendary or something. Because let me tell you guys, if this game came out with like new legendary missions or new raids, that would definitely take me away from Arc Raiders for some time, as I would definitely be focusing on that again and just having fun in this game. This is my main game, guys. This is my favorite game that I have the most fun in as far as third-person shooters. It is what it is. It's just the content is highly lacking and there's not much content, which is where Arc Raiders comes in. So I just don't want to touch on that too long, guys. 3 minutes in. I want to kind of make this video about the Division, obviously. We are doing District Union Arena Legendary, and we're running with these guys were pretty good, guys, because I was trying to get a team via chat, and a lot of people, I guess, were scared or just didn't want to run it. And then one of the guys, I think, starting with C-Carp 2 up there from NOG Clan, I think he was the first one that said, you know what, I'll join. And then we're almost going to kind of attempt a 2-man at it. But then these other guys respectively joined not too long after. So here we are right here. But as I said, guys, I'll totally get into the players that were playing with us because these guys were A1 steak sauce. Matter of fact, I believe this is one of the teams that I actually could run for Directive Legendary with. I was telling them. You guys might be somebody that I could, like I said, if they're ever interested in it, we could probably do that at some point. But yeah, it's just a funny thing, guys. I could tell like talent and all that stuff when I play this. I played this too much to know, to not know. When I see like a talented team or like a team of people that know like how to get it done. So you're seeing us here. So I'm gonna start off with from NOG Clan C-Carp 2. This guy getting it done, guys. For the most part, just being honest, I mean Sarak, Vulcan, Iron Castle, also like from WCW Clan. These guys were just like, they were good. Like they knew what they were doing. It looked like something that they've done in a while. We didn't have modifiers on, so that was also good key, seeing how they still were dominant even though we didn't have modifiers. So these guys must be just key players. Probably like, I don't know, I was getting that older school like vibe from them. Like they've, more or less been on Division 2 for a while. That's how they were moving and playing. But You never know what talent. Sometimes you get some talented players that it might be new. It's just third-person shooters just ring their bell and they just know how to move. But nonetheless, guys, my whole main case in point is that these guys were just solid. Each one of them. You ever come across any of these guys on PC? Solid additions, solid teammates. Definitely will prove as an acquisition rather than a detriment to your team. So any one of these guys, I want to say to all the agents right here that ran with me, excellent run, excellent run. Congrats on the win and keep up the good work. And you know, who knows, we might run in the future again, guys, with the content that's coming out. I'm interested to see the survivors and what's going on with it and all that. Can it hold a division for people to come back fully just with only survivors? I can't say that, guys. I totally can't say I agree with that or say that at all. I feel like the devs are definitely going to have to do something as far as like, you know, a new raid, a new legendary. I keep saying that, or like a new incursion. Like they got to like bring something else in addition to that survivors. That's just my thought, to be honest. But like I said, guys, Division 2 has a lot of potential, always has. And I think by them examining Arc Raiders too, they'll see a lot of things that they could add to this game that I feel actually work better in this game. Like there's some concepts in Arc Raiders, I'm like, Division, that would actually work better. Like I feel like if that was implemented here, like it would be more smooth than everything else. So it's like I think with the Division, I think Arc Raiders is kind of like a gift to the devs in the Division because they get to see what's working so well in that game because it's so similar to this game, and they could see what's working and what's not and what people want, and they can incorporate those ideas into their already thought out ideas they have for Division 3. I know they're going to incorporate some stuff that they're seeing in Arc Raiders in the Division 3, things that they know a lot of people like you just can't get around it. So there's going to be that. I know there's going to have to be crossplay, obviously. I mean, Arc Raiders has that. So just little things like that, I can see that they're going to add stuff in. So that's a good thing, guys. That's what I always say. Every time like there's like a game that comes out, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 in terms of Final Fantasy, like you just know when that next big Final Fantasy game comes out, it's going to really be on par because it's like now that Expedition 33 has been released, like, there's like no excuse like for other things, and it's like it's just going to raise a bar for all the other platforms to actually perform the way that people are used to seeing them perform at a high level. Now, it's kind of been lacking in the gaming industry, guys, for a bit, but you know how that goes. So you see us just taking a chunk out here. I'm kind of rambling off, guys. You know, it's District Union Arena Legendary. We all know this one. As long as we keep patient distance focus. I usually would say patience distance focus, I was telling these guys, but I was like, these guys were so skillful that it really didn't matter in that sense. I was like, you guys just do what you're going to do. And let's just keep, I was telling them just keep a, respectable distance from the enemy if we can, or like, if they do back us up via DPS wise, because what you're about to see right here in this room, guys, is usually not how I play at all. We're going to like stand these guys up. We've been standing a lot of the teams up, as you've been seeing. Sometimes we have to go outside the other room, like in this room we just did, and wait for them kind of to come through the door. But you're going to see us just stand them up here. I was using the Onobonos, guys, so I was looking to get some damage in. I was looking to do some hurt on these guys. So you're seeing right here, Soraka, Vulcan, a little up close there, I would say. But we've been playing like pretty good, so I was like, you know what? Let's just push the gas on these guys. We have the DPS to do it. Legendary enemies with AI would do that with us if they thought they had the upper hand, so why not? Let's return the favor to them, respectively, guys. So you're seeing right here, I'm moving up more. It's usually not my style of play to be moving up like that, but I was like, you know what, we could stand these guys up right here. You see me kind of go back, the Chungas are coming, so I'm like, But I'm going to go ahead and make good use of my hive here, my Stinger hive. And we're kind of going to stand these guys up, guys. And never have I been in a team where we just stood these guys up like this. Like a random team, like usually we're always outside on the other door. As you see Soraka kind of going back there for just a second. But it's like, yeah, because it can get a little hectic. But from right here, guys, just standing them up, literally fighting them, like just shows our firepower. Like without a doubt. Because usually, like, I wouldn't stand right here like this. But with our DPS and what we had and everything like that, guys, these guys didn't have a chance in it like that, guys. They didn't have a chance in hell. Shit, in heaven or hell at all, getting to us, guys. So, there's that. And we're looking down here, we're looking in their sights. And we're getting them out of there, guys. You want to just make sure that you get them out of there. You keep up distant. You just watch them. So when we have DPS like that, it just works with the game, guys. Like it just it pushes them back and it makes things a little more interesting. It's funny. I know like a lot of players like play high level DPS, but it's also knowing what you're doing, being cordially structured while you're doing it. You're not just being lackadaisical. You're not looking. You're just kind of shooting. Don't want to be picked off by something out of nowhere randomly. So that's one of the things, guys. But it is good to be back, like I said, just running some division a little bit, as far as legendary missions, guys. Just trying to still do it. Trying to like just keep my keep my runs going because I don't want to fall too far off, like and just get to the point where I'm not even running it no more, which could be very easily happen with Arc Raiders being out, because that game is so like it's very good and what it does. It does a lot of things very well, but there is a time at times where you do need to break from the PvE, VP, and all the crazy shenanigans that happen during those games on Arc Raiders and matchups. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, you just gotta go ahead and stroll over to my shorts section and go ahead and look at my shorts, and you'll see some of the most iconic moments I've had in that game and things that have happened, and how I perform and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. If you guys, just in case you guys aren't seeing the live streams of that, but I would implore you guys to check it out and just see how it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've already looked at it, but what better way to see an actual Division agent to play the game and see how it is, like it's just one of those things, guys. But you see us in this room here. They all like decided to go up there. Somebody got the C card pretty quick, but I was like, I usually just stay down here in this room, guys, on Legendary District Union Arena, because there is an ammo box right next to me. That totally never hurts. And then there's also, in addition to that, just cover. It's just constant cover right here you could have as you pick all the enemies off. You see them bombing them over there as they kind of just down Soraka Vulcan. I was trying to get that that nader right there, that grenader up there, because like it's like these bastards will run to like certain spots, try and like get a good angle on you, kind of just mess you up, or just get you off par your team so that you can move in a certain direction. So like maybe another enemy faction can see you or like mow you down, which you don't want. So it's just one of those things, guys. It's about being aware. Like I said, and whenever you usually have patience distance focus, which is what I'm utilizing here, you can just see the bigger picture of the room and who you're supposed to shoot. So you're seeing this guy back here. The only one thing I could say about this room was, like, I was going to say almost I didn't see that. Remember the Chunga when I was playing, but I think I just saw him just where the stairs right there, the lift up, the stairs lift right there. I think he was just behind that, and one of my teammates got him. So I was like, before when I was playing, I didn't really see him. I was like, did Chunga even come like yet? But I feel like they just DPS'd him fast enough, which I did see there. So as I said, guys, a key team. I think it's one of my fastest runs of District Union Arena, to be honest, within this respective video, guys. So that's one thing to think about, though. Obviously, the video being just over 20 minutes. That's that's pretty interesting, considering it's a random group, guys. It's a random group. It's just good team structure, and these guys had great builds. I think one of them is even using the blue screen, actually. Yeah, I believe C-Carp 2 is using the blue screen. I was saying a lot of people sleep on that gun, but that gun is amazing, guys, the blue screen. I can't say it enough. I'm using the Legendary Ouroboros, of course, right here. Kind of want to just get some high burst damage on these guys, but for the most part, guys, I'm telling you, the blue screen is something else. It's totally something else. It works in more ways than one. So there is that. As we just did cleanup duty here, so it is what it is, guys. If you're liking this Division 2 video, please hit that like button. Gotta hit subscribe, but by hitting the like, it helps the video, and it helps me be able to most likely bring a lot more of this stuff on a much more consistent basis. So there's that. If that happens to tickle your fancy, then just go ahead and hit that like, guys, as we continue to move forward here. So once again, guys, we are in District Union Arena Legendary with random agents, and these guys are one of a kind, guys. It's been an excellent game thus far. It's always good getting back in to this game. But really, guys, if you haven't tried Arc Raiders, you want to try it out. So it's just the closest thing to Division 3. I can't stress it enough. You're not going to find any game nearly that close at all to Division 3, and it's getting a good reception, so that's always good, guys. I'm cheers to hoping Division 3 gets that same type of reception. Hopefully, they do their homework to the highest level. But we shall see, guys. We shall see at the end of the day. So you see us in here, and if you've been seeing my character kind of swing their fist a lot, it's kind of because I keep pressing the right stick to switch my angles due to Arc Raiders, but it's the left stick. I have to keep reminding myself in Division 2 that's how you shoulder swap. So it's just me conflicting with that every time you see my character punch. So just food for thought there. But on that note, guys, I mean, like, it's just, as you're seeing us clear up in here, you want to make sure that you're just hitting all the enemies, you're looking around, seeing who's there, of course. But like I said, guys, it's just one of those things where you have like a key structured team unit. Whenever you have that, it just makes it a little more like, you know, easier, guys. Could all be on the same page, could all get the work done. But you guys know how I run usually: patience, distance, focus. You want to keep patience, you want to be distant, you want to be focused. That's totally the best way to ensure success as far as, you know, how rigorous these missions can be and whatnot at times. So there's that, guys. But coming off of like a whole month layoff and from the game, and just being able to come on here and, you know, run legendary normally like what before is what it is, guys, because I run it. All I do is run legendary in this game mostly when I'm playing. So it's like it just gets to the point where it just becomes normal. And I remember doing that with heroic, guys, before I could even like do heroic, and I'd be doing challenging. This game was very like brand new. I would always just my main thing would just be to just always have the difficulty on heroic, no matter what I did. Free roam, all that stuff. Like I just said, if anytime I want to play this game, it's got to be on heroic, to the point I get used to playing on heroic. And that's what happened, guys. That's literally like before. I want to hear a little food for thought, little story, how I got to be how I am. It's just I was just playing on heroic all the time. There would never be anything less. Like even if I was free roaming by myself, it didn't matter. It was just heroic all the time. Any mission was always, you know, you guys are running on heroic. Don't want to run around heroic, I find a team that wants to run around heroic. That's all it was just heroic everything. And to the point, it just got to the point it was just like breathing. And then the legendary came, and I was like, man, this is something else. And I kept working at that to get builds that are ready for that, and you understand it. And then all of a sudden now, yeah, it's legendary now. Like that's just what I play, guys. It's just what I'm used to. So that's just food for thought, guys. None of this stuff comes overnight. Some agents will ask me about my skill level and whatnot. I'm like, believe me, everything that goes into my skills, not just the build, it's movement, it's know-how. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. It totally doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you build up gradually with time, with all the teammates you come across, all the teams you run, all the different sets, clues of information that you're being given. That's literally how it goes. It's like every single teammate I met along the way shaped me up to be the player I am now in the game, guys, and it's always fun. But I did let these guys know right here that we was on stream, so I was like, just go ahead and dazzle it out, I guess, for the last room. Usually I don't let them know that, but it was what it was. But let's see how this last room goes and how well we execute it, guys. But as I said, DUA, definitely not the hardest one, guys. More of a fun one, especially the boss. I'll say this though about the boss: if somebody can solo that guy, like in a sense of DPS, and just take all his life down quick, that would be one beyond godly build, because that guy has a hell of a ton of health, right? So there's totally that. You're seeing Soraka Vulcans shock that guy. That bastard's bomber's trying to get back at him. But you see us right here taking out all the ads, all the enemies. We want to make sure we take all these guys out so they don't cause any more issues while we're in the room. See, I'm down below here. Taking it all a step at a time, guys. Of course. But yeah, guys, to be honest with you, man, I feel like, you know, I've been away for some bit of time, guys, so I gotta totally be honest. It's great to be back, guys. I highly appreciate any and all of you guys that are still rocking with me in the division. Trust me, you don't want to go. You do not want to go anywhere with this game, because whenever the new stuff comes out, or like key things, guys, you already know who's going to be running it and beating it, you know? So it's like, you saw that fizz throw right there. I said that ironically. So like I said, guys, it is what it is. We just all have to take it a step at a time. That's usually what I say. You see, usually I would send my drone right there after the medic, but I'm like, there's no need, because he's not really like a threat like that, considering our team and like the DPS all of us have, guys. He's totally not a threat like that. So right here, guys, obviously you want to work this guy, allow him to you know, come to you, come down. It's funny because I put my hive down there, and I think if I wasn't mistaken, he runs to the other side and jumps out. So I'm like, wow, they're that afraid of my hive, huh? You know, it's starting to hit him like now, but it's like, damn, like it's, I don't know. Yeah, they're like, considering I knew he was pulsing, I was like, they were way too close. So that was one of my main things. When you're watching this guy right here, guys, Logan Aggro Smiths, you want to make sure that when he does decide to pulse, you're like at a level where you can get out. Because he's close to me here, that's how I was looking, and I was like, he's not going to come any closer. Whoever he turns to is who's giving him the most like DPS or whatever. That's why he'll turn at times to me or somebody else. So it feels good to know that. I'll take all free shots I can get, obviously. What you're seeing is health starts to deplete, guys. You just got to keep hacking at the redwood tree until it eventually timbers. And it's about to timber indeed, guys. What I can say on this note, life's a game. Highly appreciate any and all of you guys that joined in, that are still rocking with me, guys. I know it's not the easiest thing. But as I said, my most recent mission was Tidal Basin 4 Directives, Legendary. Tidal Basin 4 Directives with random agents. No modifiers at all. If you guys missed that, you can go back to my playlist or videos. In my playlist, it'll be under 4 Director Brilliant Showcases. Gotta get that selfie, obviously, of course, guys. GG's. Or you can look through my respective videos, and you'll see it as not too far away, guys, one of the most recent ones. That, of course, being my second clear Legendary Tidal Basin, and one must think after that. Of course, I'd be away for a bit of time, especially considering our graders. But I want you guys to kind of just look at this here as far as my loot boxes go, as far as my exotics and whatnot. Just totally filled to the brim with all exotics, guys. I'm trying to get that last one. My stash is usually full with all 20 exotic caches, so I was just, trying to get that done. And I'm looking at all the field proficiency caches. I'm wondering if I picked those up. So I didn't open any of these. I don't think I did. Hopefully it went to my mailbox, I'm assuming. But yeah, guys, that was Exotic Gifts for Randoms, number 69, guys, number 69. Appreciate it. Just to know that I'm not away from the Division 2. I might be down for a moment, but life's a game, always comes back, guys. And totally fingers crossed that this game receiving a new raid, new legendary, or new encouraging, guys. GG's.